Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with the review for Black Ink Chicago, Season 4, Episode 13. So let's get to it, shall we? Alright, you guys can tell that the show is winding down because it kind of feels aimless at this point, but I guess they're going to make it do what it do. So it opens with the gang all at Loyal Ink, everybody except for Cobra. She's not there. And of course 4 is not there as well, but Don and Van and the girls are talking, and Reese is relieved to find out that Cobra has not been talking behind her back and letting them know that she stole artwork of the other tattoo artist. But she goes on and tells them what happened, okay, that she's gonna own up to it like she always has. She stole another artist's work back when she first started because she was just trying to get her career off the ground. Okay, Charmaine said, yeah, Cobra did tell me, and you know that's a no-no in the tattoo community. We're trying to be a premier shop. I guess we ain't gonna pay attention to all of the other bullshit that the shop has been through in the public that everybody knows about. I don't know how this can be any worse of a blemish on the already blemished shop, but whatever. Charmaine said, we ain't trying to have people think that we got folks over here stealing work. Instead of everybody coming down on her though, Van tells her that he did the same thing at the beginning of his career, and Don was like, yeah, I mean, you know, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, people go on job interviews all the time and lie. Even Lily has turned around completely from just last week being so mad, and now all of a sudden she's okay with it, says she's not here to judge. Okay, everybody's over it except for Cobra. Cobra comes in, she's still got a problem with Reese. And Reese is trying to figure out how they can rectify this. So, you know, Cobra's going on and on how she knows she got mental problems and everything. Just crazy. Oh man, maybe she could have handled it differently, but still she don't see it for Reese. She really don't see it for nobody. It's hard for her to trust people. And Reese is really trying to gain her confidence. So Reese was like, you know, let me prove it to you that I'm a dope artist. Okay, let me tattoo you. I'm thinking to myself now, how is that proof that I'm gonna get something permanent that might not necessarily be, you know, dope, and then I got to be stuck with this shit on my body for the rest of my life? Yeah, how does that help me? Cobra says, okay, you know, and if I don't like it, I get to beat your ass. She was like, well, that's a little aggressive. But okay, if that's how you feel, because I already know my shit is going to be so dope that, you know, there will be no blows thrown. So they go in the back, and she tells Reese that she wants a lighthouse on the back of her thigh, you know, something about because she's always by herself or some shit like that. You know, they always got to have a meaning. Nigga just can't just want a lighthouse. And Reese does it, and when she finishes, you know, Cobra goes and looks in the mirror, you know, acting like she just so nervous and she don't know, you know, and she looks in the mirror and it takes her a while, but then she finally says she loves it. Okay, so all is well that ends well. Reese and Cobra are now friends. Now, over at Ryan's shop, you know, it's so funny. It's been a whole fucking season. 13, 14 episodes, and Ryan's shop is still nowhere near being done. I know it don't take this long to build out a fucking tattoo shop, okay? I kind of feel like they strung this shit along because they know that him and the crew are going to be back together in some kind of capacity for next season. So he's there, and the contractor is just like, you know, fuck you, pay me, basically. And Ryan is talking about how, you know, every time you turn around, it's just money out the door, money out the door, money out the door, and still ain't shit done. So, yeah, I kind of just have a feeling that that place is never going to be finished. The contractor was like, well, you know, it's all good. It ain't no rush. Okay, just whenever you get the money, you just go on and give it to me, and we'll get back to work. In the meantime, Junior's girlfriend comes over to the shop, and she's feeling a little stressed, okay? And Ryan says he understands why she should be stressed because, you know, he know that Junior's stressed as well. It seems that in the social media streets, everybody has pegged Junior as a woman beater. All because Reese has been over there running her mouth saying that, you know, he hit her. The girlfriend is saying it's just getting to be really bad now, and now he can't even work. And Ryan was like, yeah, I know, because he can't even come and work over here over some bullshit that somebody else said. So that lets you know that the show is actually saying, no, Junior can't be on the show until we get this shit resolved. Okay, because if it's Ryan's shop, he can hire whoever the fuck he want to hire, even if the nigga is a woman beater. So the girlfriend says that she feels like the only way that she can get this resolved is if she sits down and talks to Reese and Lily. Okay, Ryan ain't really sure how that's going to turn out, but maybe that's the best way. Now, speaking of the shop, Ryan has reached out to one of his girls named Brittany that he's been knowing for years and years, apprenticing, and over the years, another tattoo artist, I believe he said she was in Los Angeles, was it? He sent for her to come and be the manager of his shop. He just feels like he can trust her. Plus, she's a tattoo artist, so it's a win-win for everybody. Brittany comes down there, and she was just like, you know what? Let me just handle all this. Okay, she gets tearing down paper like, I'ma handle it. We gonna get this place up and running. Don't you worry about it. While they sitting there trying to figure out the shop in and outs, here come that damn Bella. And I was just like, this girl is so unstable. She got her little girl with her. All right. And Ryan ain't tripping. Okay, where the daddy at? Oh, he a deadbeat. I still talk to him all the time. But, whenever he come in town, he ain't never got time for. I mean, she starts just really telling all her business. Now, this is your boss that you're trying to make a good impression on. And then this other girl that you don't even know who she is. You just going on and on about your personal problems. And it starts to get so heated up that the Brittany girls start feeling sorry for her. Like, okay, girl, come on, let's go outside and take a little, a breather. Like, what the fuck wrong with you? I mean, the girl explained that her mom was at the hospital and it's just her. And so she has to bring the baby. All right. And Ryan was like, we ain't tripping. Like, fuck, I'm a daddy. My kids mean something to me. I understand if you got to do what you got to do. You already said. I mean, we went through all of this, and this girl get to crying and carrying on, just like, I was just like, this is my first child, and I don't have any help. Ryan said, calm down. We are here. We are helping you now. Okay, all of a sudden, she's like, okay, back to normal. She's happy all of a sudden that Ryan has accepted her and all of her problems. I said, yeah, that Bella is crackhead special. Then Charmaine, she feeling motherly. Remember last week she asked Neek to have a baby and Neek said absolutely not. Okay, I guess she's meeting him for dinner, and while she's sitting waiting out on the patio, Neek walks up with a stroller, a baby stroller, and he has her dog in there. I think the dog's name is 11. He says, if you can take care of 11, which she's been doing all of this time, then I know you can take care of a baby. Well, not exactly, because you can still leave a puppy by themselves. You can kennel the damn dog and just leave them in the house all damn day. Okay, now they may shit in there, they may not, whatever, but you can't leave no baby in the damn baby crib and go to work and come back home, so it's a little bit different. But we get the required foolishness of a scene where she's trying to give the damn dog a bottle and the dog is looking and trying to wiggle out her arms and all of this. She's telling him that she's serious though, she really wants a baby. And he was like, I got Caribbean parents and, your parents, I haven't met your parents, you haven't met my parents. I'm like, they've been together all these years and ain't nobody met each other. Like, how serious are you guys? Especially the fact that at least she's close to her parents. I understand that Neek's mom is not in the country, right? Okay, so I'm just not understanding why at least he hadn't met Charmaine's parents. So they agree that they're going to meet each other's parents before they go any further. But Neek is still adamant it's going to be marriage and then it's going to be baby. So then we get the scene where Charmaine's parents and Neek's parents all meet. Okay, they at the Hit Bitch Grill. You could already tell that Neek's mom, she's a strong-minded, traditional Haitian mom. All right, Charmaine shows up in a fucking... her titties are already big. She already be dressed half-ass anyway. And she got on something real low cut, titties spilling out, real tight. It's just like, what kind of first impression are you trying to make? I understand trying to keep it real, but still. The first thing the mama said is like, can you adjust that, pull your titties up a little bit? Damn. Her mom and dad are there. And the mom is being real sarcastic, like, it's finally good to meet you. After all of these years, y'all been living together. That's when Neek's mama was like, living together? She didn't know that they had been living together. I was like, yeah, they've been living together all this time. And so Neek's mama was like, oh, no, you can't be living together for 2 years and you guys are not even married. Like, you guys need to be doing something about that. Like, what are you trying to do? Okay, so Charmaine starts to feel like maybe the mother is on her side. Okay, thanks, Mom. Charmaine's mother was like, yeah, because, it's really uncomfortable to know that my daughter goes to sleep with this man every single night. Okay, and then the dad makes it even worse and says, yeah, just to know that my daughter might be fucking this man every night and they not married. You know, Charmaine is just like, okay, TMI. Okay, so I guess Charmaine gets her bluntness and inappropriateness from her damn parents, and I understand her parents is fed up with everything there, so they not pulling no punches. The whole time the Haitian mama sitting over there like, wait a minute, hold on now, hold on. Charmaine says, well, I did propose to him last year, and the mama was like, what? That Haitian mama is just like, what kind of woman have you brought around? I mean, she's cute and everything, but she proposed to you, and Nick had the nerve to tell her no. So the mama was like, oh no. You guys can't be together. You have got to get married and do things the right way. And Charmaine says, no, I just want a baby at this point. The mama was like, absolutely not. We're not just making babies without being married. And Daddy is just like, oh, hell no. Daddy done had enough of this scene. He get up and is like, I'm out. You know, Charmaine is like, don't leave, you know, and he walks out, and then she just shake her head. I said, girl, what did you think was going to happen here? Maybe you should have broke up this little family visit and just concentrated on meeting Neek's mama first. Now, surprise, surprise, we see Don waiting at the house. I don't know whose house he was at. Was that supposed to be his place? I wasn't quite sure. But anyway, there's a knock at the door, and when he goes to open it, it's Ryan, okay? And they hug, you know, the brother man hug, you know, grab each other's hand and pull each other close and embrace, you know. And actually, I was happy to see them together. Like, I'm tired of seeing Ryan broken up from the group. And it looks like they ready to try to bring him back into the group and make this all one cohesive show. They just not quite sure how to do it. We already know that Ryan is friends with the group again because we saw him and the rest of the Loyal Inc. crew on the red carpet at the MTV Awards. So we just waiting for it to come together on the fucking show. Ryan sits down with Don, and Don tells us, you know, this is still my boy. You know, I still love Ryan. You know, I ain't no love lost there. So it's not hard for him to sit down and talk with Ryan. Now, Ryan tells him that, you know, it's a lot of shit going on over at 9 Mag because, you know, Junior and his girl, Adriana is her name. Junior and his girl, Adriana, you know, they got all this drama. They worried about everybody thinking that he's a woman beater, and, you know, Ryan, the fact that Junior was supposed to work for him and that's his boy, but now he can't come work over there because of these accusations. Don says, well, you know, he still got love for Junior too. As a matter of fact, he even texted Junior after the incident happened and was just like, you know, you still my boy. Hate to hear that you had to go home, and was being supportive. So Don was like, I don't know for a fact if I saw him hit her, but he felt like Junior and his girl had fanned the flames. I mean, shit was already kind of getting up there, and then them two just made the shit a whole lot worse. So he don't feel like it's not Junior's fault in some kind of way. And Ryan says, well, see, that's the whole thing. Like, nobody really knows for sure. So it kind of makes it hard to, you know, everybody be coming hard at Junior, and we still don't know for sure exactly what happened in that melee. So I guess Ryan is trying to see if they could all maybe sit down and talk about what happened, and Don just tells him he'll see what he can do. So then back at the shop, you know, Don is there with everybody and, you know, regular shits and giggles of the crew. And then who should walk in but Adriana? Everybody, because we now sober and we just sitting around chilling, you know, they all just like, hey, what's up? You know, and the girl is like, what's up, y'all? Lily has got a little smirk on her face and is just like, what are you doing here? Well, the girl is there because she wants to talk about what happened in Jamaica, okay? And Reese was like, well, what is there to talk about? Your man hit me. Adriana was like, see, that's where you're wrong, though, because he did not hit you. I'm the one that hit you. And, of course, they're all like, yeah, right. So then they go back and forth rehashing their versions of who did what. Reese and Lily see it completely different than Adriana does. So then this is when the producers step in and we get, you know, the words on the screen, okay? Since the producers was able to get all of the footage of the fight that happened in Jamaica, they had everybody sit down one by one and watch all of the footage on like an iPad, so that they can make their own decision on who did what. So we got all of them sitting down. Don, Four, Van, Ryan, Charmaine, Lily, okay, they all sit down and looking at the video. There's one particular part where we see that Ryan, in the melee trying to get a hold of Junior, actually hits Reese in her back. And they're saying, so Junior never really hit, as far as they could tell from the video. Junior never hit Reese, that it was Ryan that hit her in the back. I said, well, if Ryan hit her in the back, why the fuck was she holding her face like she had got hit in the damn head? Okay, so girl, you may have got hit in the head, but it wasn't at that time when Junior was right next to you. Anybody could have hit her in the head at that point because it was so much going on and everybody was going around trying to grab each other. So while they're all sitting there, you know, they're all just like, oh damn, like, oh, okay, he really didn't hit her. So they were able to clear Junior's name. Now, I still wish that they would have shown us the fight so that we could know 100% that they not bullshitting us, but they didn't. So we just gonna have to go by what they say. You guys kept on saying on my comments from the video a couple of weeks ago that Junior never did hit the girl. I mean, it looked like he did, but he didn't. Okay, so as far as they are concerned, he didn't hit her. And that would be everybody but Reese. Reese declined to watch the footage at all because she would then have to admit that she did not get hit by Junior. Okay, and why the fuck was she holding her head when Ryan hit her in the goddamn back? So yeah, now I kind of got my good eye on Reese. But that was on the confessionals. When they were in the shop, you know, Reese and Lily was still kind of not agreeing with Adriana. So when she leaves out, you know, and Don kind of follows her out, she was just like, Don, why are you trying to act like you believe that Junior did hit her when you sent Junior text messages the very next day, like saying, like, you know, he didn't do anything. He was like, no, I did not say that. Now this is when Lily and Reese and the rest of them had followed them out onto the little balcony deck, and he was like, no, I never said that. I just said he felt like Lily was wrong for running over there and punching them. Okay, even if they were over there saying whatever shit they was saying, you know, Lily had her part in it as well. Now that makes Lily mad. Okay, I don't know why we named this place Loyal Link, because ain't none of them motherfuckers loyal, and she got a problem with everybody that don't agree with her and what she did. But you know, everybody played their part in that mess. Most of it was because everybody was drunk. So yeah, take your part, Lily. Junior and Adriana did what they did too. It's a wash as far as I'm concerned. Alright, rock stars, I got 3 videos to do today. So this is one down. Now I'm about to do both of those Greenleaf videos. And yes, I'm breaking them up in 2 because I want to get my coin. Anyway, you guys, let me get off of here. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.